Choose you this day whom you will serve. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. It's time for a bird video.
The law is black and white. We apply the law equally in every situation, regardless of who's involved. And when we're told to stand down in certain situations, when we would otherwise be making arrests, it's confusing, and it certainly brings morale down.
Right. And the police chief, he's black, so he did really the opposite of what you did. He publicly endorsed something politically. He publicly stood out in his uniform and endorsed something, and it was totally fine. You do something privately, hackers find it, and it's not okay. And they actually, they're not done with that. They also want to sort of publicly humiliate you, right? So I saw that the mayor, I do want to pull up exactly what the mayor said. Mayor Kenneth Cooper of Norfolk said, the statements and alleged actions of a member of the Norfolk Police Department are alarming and are not in any way inconsistent with our city's values or the standards set for our employees. So they're basically making, alarming is that's a buzzword, right? It makes it seem like as if you said something like, hey, grab a gun and shoot some people. Like, that's not at all what you said. You just said, keep your head up, Kyle, privately. And this is being released publicly. I mean, what is the response from people that you know, friends in the neighborhood? I can only imagine what your wife went through. This is like suddenly you're thrown into the ringer publicly, and the mayor is denigrating you despite the fact that you've served this city for 19 years.
So not only did the mayor make those comments, but the city manager also came out with similar comments, the police chief as well. I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm a hard worker. I thought it'd be easy to get a job after I got fired, but I couldn't get so much of a callback from employers. And I attribute a lot of that to the comments that were made publicly against me. In terms of going out in the world and dealing with people, it has been overwhelmingly supportive. Tons of support from friends and coworkers. We've had people bring dinner to the house. It's been awesome. It's overwhelming support.
And your work colleagues?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone's encouraging me. Sometimes I have to just turn the phone off because I get so many texts of support from everybody.
Wow, that's so great. So
yes.
I love that. I love to hear it. Well, you guys, we usually do this segment on the show called Counterpoint. We skipped the Counterpoint segment today, and I instead wanted to offer the ultimate counterpoint to the inherent harassment that Lieutenant Kelly and his family face for siding with the truth. I think the point of his suspension and doing it so publicly was to humiliate him, right? So as a counter to the leftist point, we are going to publicly celebrate his bravery and in the process hopefully humiliate every person involved in supporting the lie that Kelly did anything to dishonor the Norfolk community. He did not. Howard Rittenhouse is innocent, and so is Lieutenant Kelly. You guys, I promise you, I was the biggest fan of Ricky Lake when I was a kid. And every time they had a giant check on these talk shows, I was like, one day I just need to hold a giant check. It just feels like it's more money. So I started a campaign on Give Send Go for Lieutenant Kelly and his family. I know that they are still fighting this battle legally. I don't care, honestly, what he does with the money. I said, I want to raise $100,000 for him. Unfortunately, that did not happen because you guys at home are amazing. And instead, we raised north of $240,000.
Wow.
Didn't know that until this morning. And awesome. I get to hold a giant check. Look at me in my giant check.
Yeah, buddy.
Guys, I am living my childhood dream right now. And can I just say, by the way, that we had to get this printed yesterday. Yesterday, it was at $202,000. Today, this morning, last I checked, it was at $240,000. So there's actually even more money that was printed here. But this is just printed because I needed to hold a giant check.
Thank you so much.
This is for you. Stand up. This is for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
It will be more than this. I mean, genuinely, I have to say this. I'm so grateful for our police officers. I can't even imagine, especially in today's political climate, what it's like knowing that you're fighting for justice and you have an entire political ecosystem of horrible people that are constantly fighting against you, fighting to defund you, telling you that you're not allowed to exist unless you side with narratives that are actually lies. So this just makes me so happy. It's more money than we expected. So, I mean, if you want to buy me something for Christmas, whatever, I'll take it. Thank you so much to you for standing up for truth. We hope you get reinstated, and I hope you sue the city for what they did to you. I honestly mean that.
Thank you so much.
So they can take that. Congratulations. I got the whole giant Bye.
Thank you.
How is that for Thanksgiving, guys? How is that for Thanksgiving? I mean, just go out and be sure to reach out to the community members that are supporting your community. We should always be grateful for the guys and the girls in blue. They're going through it. Thanks for joining me on this.
Hey, that was a great Candice Owens video. Hey, birdie birds. What y'all doing? You done with the swing? On the popsicle stick, you having fun, KK and J-Bird? What y'all doing today? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. What you doing, guy? What you doing, guy?
Answer the phone, Joshua!